So we're out here today, chisel plowing. 4960 is back in business. I was chiseling with it Monday night, today's Saturday, and the hydraulic pump support, cracked off. So the pump was getting held in by basically just the lines. And then when it cracked off, it snapped the bolt off in the engine block. So we got a used one from a tractor or junkyard in Texas. Slapped that in last night, Friday night. Finished the touches this morning. Drove it around, everything seemed to be alright, didn't see no leaks. So we're out here chisel plow. Now this air filter light buzzing, I don't know what that's about. So we put both air filters in new. Alright, let me get this thing loading. Still done it. So I thought maybe the air restriction sensor was bad. Well, I replaced that and it's still buzzing, so I don't know. We're gonna ignore it for today and probably the rest of the year. But we're chisel plowing. So last weekend, Dad and I hauled manure on 20 acres. We probably got a little over half the manure hauled. I can't say we covered as much ground as we would have hoped, but I guess we'll be hauling a lot this winter. Because we want to get these two strips down here covered yet. That's another 20 acres yet. And that's just out here. So there's 46 out here. And there's another 30 or 40 right by the buildings we want to get done. But we simply don't have enough manure. Everything at home that is going to be planted in corn, we usually get all spread by April. But obviously you got to let them make more manure. But back to business. Definitely need to turn this tractor up, I think. It's kind of disappointing how much power it has compared to the 4450. It has more than the 50, but I can't say that it has that much more. Autosteer is the best invention they ever made here. It's a 10-year-old, right, 11, 12-year-old system, and it still works. Now, it has some glitches and stuff you gotta deal with here and there, and you gotta restart it, but for the most part, it does work, and it works pretty well. We're really running watts single here, we're just doing tillage. I mean, what are we, 2 inches off, 3 inches off right now? But that's probably better than I can do, let's be honest here. Like now we're 0. Plenty good enough for me here on the third pass. And we are just working the shit out of this tractor. I mean, a lot of times I'll run out of traction with this thing. But today, I got all kinds of traction. I'm lacking the power. I am going 6 miles an hour. That might be the issue. I didn't realize I was going that fast, but I can tell where we drove the manure spreader over multiple times because it pulls like freaking iron on them spots. It is bad. Compacted to hell. But like I said, we spread this manure a week ago, so it had plenty of time to dry. If you spread manure and chisel like a day after or two, it's like trying to chisel plow on ice. It's bad. It is about impossible, really, to do a good job. But I haven't had to feather it at all. You know what? We're just going to shift up again. 6.1, but we're going downhill. 49 back in business, but we do need to turn it up. I truly do think. Well, I know this tractor's stock because the warranty wire is still on the injection pump covers bolts. Unless they could have put a different injection pump on, which regardless, the warranty wire is still on it. And so I don't think this tractor's actually turned up at all. And I know that 4450 is quite a bit. It'd be interesting to dyno them both and see how close. I bet I bet that 50's putting out 190, and this one's probably doing 205 or something. See, sometimes it'll just start turning when it doesn't need to, so then you gotta correct it and then hit the button again. But anyway, like I said, I think if we had 1,000 pound of wheel weight in each tire, turn it up 30 horse, realistically, I think we could probably pull an 11 chain, but I don't know if we'll ever get that done.